In this video, we're going to be looking at GEMPACS archive software by DRGEM. If you have not already viewed them, we have companion videos for DRGEM's acquire software called RadMax on our website as well. So what we'll do to get started is we'll just log into the GEMPACS program. And here you're greeted with your main work list. So as you can see across the top, you've got some search parameters up here. You can search by all IDs, by modalities, by names. You can go by today, you can go by descriptions, a lot of different ways you can search this up. So if we were to say, let's just search the last day. There's the two studies that were sent to the PACS yesterday. If we want to search the last 60 days, there's the rest of them that have been sent in the last few months. So when you're working with the PACS and sorting it out, most people are going to want to go with just today's date when they're looking at the images, but you've got options in which way you want to look at it. So as we look at this, you can also color code and customize this this work list as well. So if I want to take a look at that, we can go to the configuration screen. In the configuration screen, here's your work list settings. So this can tell you, last visible setting, histories on, series off, report on. You can play with all these different settings. We can play with the font sizes. So if I want to make this font a little bigger, I can make it a little bit bigger. If I say apply, you can see that the font changed on the work list up here across the top. Maybe that's a little bit too big, but you get the idea. You're able to change these settings and customize not only the font sizes, but also the color of the fonts and the color of the studies. So you could color code your work list. So the unread studies you could put in blue, or you could put them in orange. It's really up to you. And then you'll see if we come back here and look for some older studies and search by the last 60 days. So now you'll see that these appear in orange and the other ones are in a purple color. Then if you want to change the unread to yellow, that's how simple it is. So whatever colors you want to use to try to differentiate your read and unread studies, you can do that in the work list. But the crux of the PACS is that it's basically just a repository for all your X-ray images. So let's pop one open and you can take a look here. So with the GEMPACS software, you're going to get 10 DICOM viewing licenses you can load on 10 different computers in your office. Each one will look like this. Each one will query the PACS in real time, and all changes you make to the images will be sent back to the PACS and become part of that archive. So if we're looking right here, just your basic DICOM viewer, if you mouse over these, it'll tell you what each one of these functions does. This is a layout, so if we had multiple images, we could look at it like this. A and B, put it back to normal. If I need to go back to the work list for any reason, I can click on this button. It sends us back out to the work list. I can also toggle through my exams and look at the different exams that are in my work list. So this is Joe Schmo, and this is Jim Smith. So I can sort of cycle through my exams and look at them like that. I can save any changes that I might have made to it. So say if I've done some lines or markings or done some window and leveling, with your right mouse click, you can window and level. With your scroll wheel, you can scroll through the images in the study. If I want to make a simple report, I can also make a very simple report here. Put the description in, chest report example. Say save. So now I've got a report saved with that study. There's the reset button, which if you've made a bunch of annotations and lines and you don't want to have them on the image to go back to the archive, you can just hit the reset button. That'll change everything back to the way it was. We've got a magnification glass here to go over any regions of interest. Here's the zoom mode. So aside from having it on your right mouse click, you can also invoke it with this button here, and then just hold your left mouse down and you'll be able to zoom in. And once you're within that, you can use your right mouse click to change the window and leveling. Now if I want to pan around inside of a zoomed in image, this tool here lets you do that. And if you want to get back out, just scroll back out with your wheel. Then if you want to get out of a tool, so say you're in this magnification glass, you want to get out of it, you can just press the escape key on your keyboard. You'll be able to drop that tool and utilize any of the other tools on the palette. You can also draw arrows. So there's an arrow there. So if you needed to get rid of that, you hit the escape button, select the arrow, and delete it. If you need to get rid of the ruler mark, select it and delete it. So you can make normal angles, just regular angles. You can do cob angles. Basically, you select the function and you plot your points, and it'll make an angle for you, and it'll calculate that for you. Same with the cob's angle. So just a nice little palette of simple tools you can use to measure and manipulate images with. So once you're done with this, all you basically do is click save, and your images are going to be saved back to your archive, and then you move on to your next patient. So that's just a look at the viewer and the tools to the right hand side here and how to use them. And when you're done looking at your studies, basically you're just going to go back over here and click to the work list, and you're done. And that's really what most users are going to be doing with the packs. There's administrative functions that can be configured, and we can show to you as you need to use them. But for most users, this is going to be the extent of it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.